Welcome back. There are 6 domains, each with a different focus, that together make up the AWS Certified SysOps Administrator exam. Let's look at the Reliability and Business Continuity domain, which accounts for 16% of the total score. Reliability and business continuity is all about implementing patterns on AWS that can scale rapidly in and out automatically. And part of your job running SysOps in the cloud is to stop answering pager calls at 3 a.m. when the system is unexpectedly under load. This means scaling back in also without human intervention when those extra resources are no longer needed. Operate independently. Loosely coupled architectures are critical to systems that are elastic in nature. Balance variable traffic, which can mean network traffic inside of VPC, or data caching layers, or even DNS with Route 53. Tolerate resource failure. If everything fails all the time, do you know how to plan for failure so nothing actually fails? Recover and restore. Just being fault tolerant isn't enough. Can you recover from disasters like that time your VP of engineering dropped the customer table on the production database? Oh, that one didn't happen to you? I guess that only happened to me then. Sorry, Byron. Didn't mean to call you out like that. Reliability and business continuity is officially broken down into 3 subdomains. Implement scalability and elasticity, implement high availability and resilient environments, implement backup and restore strategies. Which means you will see questions from all 3 subdomains in your exam, so let's break them down. As we go through this breakdown, pay attention to any area that does not make sense to you, and that should be an indicator of where additional study will be needed. Implementing scalability and elasticity is about auto-scaling EC2 to begin with. You will need to be familiar with the different options available for auto-scaling and how to use it to respond to various situations. But it's also about caching. Amazon Elasticache, and you should know the differences between a Redis and a Memcached approach. Amazon CloudFront, along with the different options there are, such as object expiration, DAX, or DynamoDB Accelerator is absolutely in play here. Read replicas for RDS, and especially Aurora. Understand how and where they can be deployed. For example, which databases actually support a multi-region strategy. And loosely coupled architectures, systems that can scale independently on demand without needing to coordinate with other tiers. Which also means you need to be able to identify the difference between scaling up and scaling out. Our next subdomain is implementing high availability and resilient environments. This may include elements like health checks for load balancers and Route 53, multi-AZ deployments. Multi-availability zone autoscaling is part of this, but it also brings RDS options back on the table, along with other data solutions such as EFS and FSX. Fault-tolerant workloads that can withstand the failure of any individual component without degradation of service. SQS, SNS, DynamoDB, EFS, S3, and other regional services. And Route 53 routing policies, such as failover or latency-based routing that can help improve your availability. The final subdomain is implementing backup and restore strategies. Things go wrong, or things could go wrong, so do you know how to prepare for those moments so what would have been a disaster ends up just being an incident report? This is all about snapshots and backups based on a variety of use cases. You should understand RTO and RPO, the Amazon Data Lifecycle Manager, and how to set up RDS snapshots. And not just setting up snapshots, but how to actually restore databases, such as promoting read replicas to primary databases, or using point-in-time restores, which would have been so nice to have had before Byron committed that drop table statement. Other considerations in this subdomain include versioning and lifecycle rules, cross-region replication, and all of the main patterns for executing disaster recovery procedures, such as pilot light or warm standby architectures. All of those together are the subjects that are in play for reliability and business continuity.